The curse of Benfica. There is a great story about Benfica that may or may not be true. It may be one of those urban myths that has been passed down by word of mouth. Or it may have actually happened. Either way, it doesn't matter when Benfica are cursed. In the 1960s, alongside Spanish giants Real Madrid, Benfica were one of the greats. Real had won the first 5 editions of the European Cup and looked unstoppable. But it was actually Benfica who in 1961 became the first team not to beat Real Madrid to win the European Cup. In fact, they beat Real in the second round. Benfica went on to beat Barcelona in the final 3-2 at the Wankdorf Stadium in Bern, Switzerland in May 1961. The same month, Eusebio signed for the club from Sporting Lourenço Marques. Eusebio was a hit and one Benfica manager, Bela Gutmann, relied on. Having seen off Tottenham Hotspur in the semi-final in 1962, Benfica were again in the final of the European Cup. Their opponents were Real Madrid, who were making their 6th final appearance in the first 7 years of the competition's existence. Real had won all of their previous 5 finals, so experience was on their side, but Benfica were reigning champions. And had the 19-year-old wonder kid, Eusebio. The match started badly for Benfica, as they went down by 2 Ferenc Puskás goals inside 23 minutes. Benfica pulled it back to 2-2 before Puskás made it 3-2 before halftime, thus becoming the first player to score a hat-trick in multiple finals. He was already the first player to score 4 goals in a final. There was a wonder record waiting for him after the game. Benfica equalized 5 minutes into the second half, and Eusebio added 2 more, and Benfica won the game 5-3. Puskás became the first player to score a hat-trick in a final and still end up on the losing side. Now here's where it all goes a little strange. Benfica should have kicked on. Breaking the Madrid cycle was no mean feat. Manager Bela Gutmann was riding the crest of a wave. The story goes that the Hungarian interceded the Benfica board of directors to secure a pay rise for the work he'd done. The pay rise was refused, and Gutmann walked on Benfica. This was when he was supposed to have uttered the now legendary line: "Not in 100 years from now will Benfica ever be European champions again." Whether Gutmann said this or not, it still rings true. Benfica have reached 5 European Cup finals and 2 UEFA Cup Europa League finals later. Benfica still haven't won major European trophies since 1962. And the leadership of Bela Gutmann. Gutmann himself couldn't overturn his own curse. The Hungarian returned to Benfica for a short period during the 1965-66 season, but were dumped out of the European Cup by Manchester United. Benfica met AC Milan in the European Cup final of 1990 at the Praterstadion, now the Ernst Happel Stadion in Vienna. Benfica saw the chance to try and lift the curse. As Vienna's central cemetery was the resting place of Bela Gutmann, Eusebio went to his grave to pray. Benfica lost 1-0. The curse doesn't stop at the first team. The Benfica youth side had previously lost 3 European Youth Cup finals when they met Red Bull Salzburg in the final of 2022. A repeat at the 2017 final, which saw the Austrians run out 2-1 winners. This time it was a one-sided affair and Benfica won easily 6-0. You can't help but think that even at 5-0 with 20 minutes to go, something could go horribly wrong. Fortunately for Benfica's youth side, they scored again in the 89th minute and won the game 6-0. The question is, does this constitute the lifting of the curse? I suppose it goes some way with lifting it, but until the first team win a European trophy, most people would consider the club to still be cursed.